And some of the accusations he makes in the book are interesting. Now,
एक बुक लिखी है किसी ने महात्मा गांधी के ऊपर, उन्होंने जो उसमें कुछ बातें लिखी है उससे बड़ा हंगामा है, सुनिए.
he doesn't straight out say that Gandhi was gay, but he says that there are documents that indicate that he might be.
Interesting. Now, this is a very touchy subject, obviously, for a lot of people.
इस किताब में उन्होंने कहा है गांधी गे थे, फिर कहते हैं ऐसा हो भी सकता है. जो कह रही है मैं उसका ट्रांसलेशन कर रहा हूँ भाई, किसी की भावना बहन आहत ना हो जाए.
And I have no idea whether this is true or untrue, but we're going to give you the facts as we know them, okay? And then you make your own decisions. But it's fascinating.
Now, the author says that he obtained documents and letters that Gandhi wrote to an architect by the name of Herman Kallenbach. And according
हरमन कॉलनबर्ग, उनके लेटर्स जो है उसके आधार पर ये किताब में उन्होंने ऐसा लिखा है.
to those letters, he wrote things like this. Your portrait, the only one, stands on my mantelpiece in my bedroom. The mantelpiece is opposite to the bed.
Your portrait, the only way, stand on my mantelpiece in my bedroom. The mantelpiece is opposite to the bed. Gandhi to bodybuilder Herman Kallenbach.
He continues to write, how completely you have taken possession of my body. This is slavery with a vengeance.
How completely you have taken possession of my body. This is slavery with a vengeance. Gandhi ji to bodybuilder Herman Kallenbach.
All right, so when he started talking about the mantelpiece, you know, you could attribute it to like they do with Lincoln's letters. No, he really liked that dude, and back in the day, that's how they wrote to each other. And it didn't mean romantic, it just means like, you're my best bud, okay? We're BFFs. And mantelpiece, okay, it's across from the bed, but it doesn't prove much, right? Taking control of my body with a vengeance, we're getting into some interesting territory here. And before she gives you some more of the devastating quotes, let me explain, and this is very important. India's Ministry of Culture looked through these letters and wrote back to the government, it is, quote, the highest priority that we purchase these right away, okay? And they
जब इन लेटर्स के बारे में भारत सरकार को पता चला तो भारत सरकार ने ब्रिटेन की सरकार को लिखा, हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी उसके ऊपर लिखा गया था. हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी, नॉट हाई प्रायोरिटी. एक लिखा होता है प्रायोरिटी, एक लिखा होता है हाई प्रायोरिटी, और एक होती है हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी. मतलब बिल्कुल रेड अलर्ट की तरह से जाता है वो दूसरी सरकार के लिए, दूसरे देश के लिए. और उसमें उन्होंने लिखा कि इन लेटर्स को हमको खरीदना है, ये लेटर्स बाहर नहीं जाने चाहिए. रॉबिन जी कहते हैं जी फॉलो डेम मैन वुमन गोट सेक्टर. रॉबिन जी मैं क्या कह सकता हूँ सर, मैं तो वो बता रहा हूँ जो ये कह रहे हैं उसी का ट्रांसलेशन कर रहा हूँ बस हिंदी में.
purchased them for $1.28 million so that they wouldn't go in a public auction. Now, they say, hey, listen, we did that because we thought that it's important for the history of India that we have Gandhi's correspondence. Others say, well, are you going to let us see those letters? Probably not. It might be because this is what's in the letters.
It also talks about how Gandhi had cotton wool and Vaseline next to his bed, and also that it was a constant reminder of Kallenbach.
Because this is what's in the letters.
It also talks about how Gandhi had cotton wool and Vaseline next to his bed, and
गांधी जी के बेड के करीब में उनकी कैसी किताब में लिखा है लेटर्स में कि वैसलीन और कॉटन वूल रहता था.
Also that it was a constant reminder of Kallenbach.
Now, why would that?
और उससे उनको जो है कॉर्नबर्ग का लगातार रिमाइंड होता रहता था. और कर लो वर्ल्ड वाइड हिंदू रिलीजियस सेंट अब्यूज गांधी जय श्री राम. अब उत्कर्ष जी मैं क्या करूं, जो है सामने मुझे वो ला रहा हूं.
That'd be a constant reminder of Kallenbach, but again, it's still supposition, and maybe they use Vaseline, etc. And
तो साहब वैसलीन से उनको कॉलनबर्ग की याद आती थी.
they
आगे सुन लें पहले. हंसने की बात नहीं, बड़ा सीरियस मैटर है भाई.
say, hey, listen, we did that because we thought that it's important for the history of India that we have Gandhi's
next to his bed, and also that it was a constant reminder of Kallenbach.
Now, why would that be a constant reminder of Kallenbach? But again, it's still supposition, and maybe they use Vaseline, etc. in different ways back in the day. Who knows? It gets a little bit more detailed.
They nicknamed themselves Upper House, and Kallenbach was known as the Lower House.
Okay, now he said
निकनेम दिया था एक दूसरे को, अपर हाउस और लोअर हाउस. अब अपर हाउस और लोअर हाउस क्या भी, उसको भी समझ लीजिए.
he made the lower house promise not to look lustfully upon any woman.
लोअर हाउस को प्रॉमिस करने को बोला था कि किसी औरत के ऊपर लस्टफुली नहीं देखें.
And then the two then pledged to each other more love and yet more love.
More love and yet more love, such love as they hope the world has not seen. Herman Kallenbach and Gandhi ji.
Such love as they hope the world has not yet seen. Okay. Well, again, it's to your interpretation, and maybe they just really like each other as friends, and it was expressed in a different way back then. When you talk about the bed, and you talk about the Vaseline, and you talk about the upper house and the lower house, the analogies are getting uncomfortable. And now let me be clear. If it is the case that Gandhi was, according to the interpretation of these letters, gay or bisexual or whatever he happened to be, it is obviously our position that who cares? God bless, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And in fact, I think it would be a great testament why you should have gay rights all across the world, because you might